The Apple Watch by itself is an incredible piece of hardware. The native applications that already comes pre-installed are extremely useful, especially when you take into consideration that it could show you turn-by-turn direction, check your mail, ECG, even monitor your blood oxygen levels if you're using a Series 6. But thanks to its own dedicated app store, you can install some additional apps that will actually give you additional features and new usage for your smartwatch. So in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you some very interesting apps to go ahead and check out that will give your Apple Watch more additional useful usage. So let's go ahead and begin. Go ahead and start off our list with Outcast. This is a quick overview of Outcast. The application does require a one-time purchase, which is just $1, which isn't bad. What I like about Outcast is that it allows your Apple Watch to have the freedom of actually not just searching individual podcasts, but you also have customization choices that you could create to change the theme of the layout. But here you can actually search every podcast that exists in the world, as long as it's not like an exclusive like Joe Rogan's podcast is a fine example. But you can search basically if it's a podcast that's available online that's not exclusive, you can find it here. And not only that, you can search per episode, and you also have the freedom to actually download that podcast onto your Apple Watch. This application is 100% free away from your phone, so it's tether free, and you have all this control right here. As you can see, I could easily just download the individual episodes just like that, and I could play back to it on my Apple Watch by just listening with a pair of Bluetooth headphones or AirPods, and it works really well from my experience. If you're a podcast goer, definitely check out this application. I just like it so much because it's tether free from your phone. And then in addition to that, you also have a complication for it as well that will actually show you the last played episode as well as the duration and how far you're in. But this next app is called Pixel Weather, and yes, I know I talked about applications that give your Apple Watch different features, and this is a weather application which the Apple Watch is already equipped with. But just hear me out. What I like about this application so much is that not only the style is very unique, but also has some very cool looking widgets, perfect for WatchOS 14. This is how I accidentally discovered this application. So you have the choice of these different widget style choices to choose from to customize your iOS device. But on the Apple Watch app itself, when you launch it, it continues this retro pixel theme. Even though the Apple Watch has the new curvier display, this one actually gives you this black border. So if you're finding an application, a weather app that allows you to spice things up in the look of your Apple Watch, check this application out. If not, I highly recommend another good weather application that recently hit the market is Hello Weather. And it looks like we have an update. Let me just quickly update this. In a matter of seconds, it's done. So using video editing magic, what took about 20 seconds took only like 2 seconds. So this app, what I like about it so much is that the layout's just very clean. Like, you have these awesome graphs on both the left and the right side. There's an upgradable pro version, but you're just fine with the pre version in my opinion. There's a complication you can put on your watch face, which will actually show you the high and the low, as well as the current temperature right underneath. But besides that, it's a free, very clean weather application. Definitely do check it out. Now this next app is a brush teeth application / complication. Now I recently featured something like this on my previous video, but it wasn't as perfected because this one actually gives you sprees. This one allows you to change the duration. So in case you're unaware, it's recommended to brush your teeth from every angle for a good 30 seconds before you move on to the other side of your teeth. This application will actually give you a haptic tap each and every time you reach a 30-second marker, so 120 seconds in total for right, lower right, left, top right. You get the picture. Now it doesn't have an automatic timer like the wash timer that's built into the app, but you can always just set it as a complication right here, which the icon will update whenever you finish brushing your teeth for the day. So here's a quick example, 120 seconds, we're done, and now the complication now has a check mark letting us know that we already brushed for the day. So it keeps track of all that, and also synchronize with the health application as well, as it automatically will log in each brush on your health app. And the fact that this application is free to download and is extremely helpful and useful, and not just health for your teeth, it's definitely a must download. Wash Funk is the next name of this application, and what this allows you to do is play musical instruments right here on your wrist. So if you look closely, you actually have keynotes and many different instruments you can select from. And when you have these paired with like a pair of AirPods or other Bluetooth headphones, you can listen to the audio as you're making these sick beats. So if you're the type of person that loves to play with musical instruments, or just want to create a quick tune or something off your wrist while you're waiting in a waiting room or something, you can also adjust the audio with the digital crown, but you could just create sick beats right here on your wrist, practice in a waiting room or something. And like I mentioned, you have to have a pair of AirPods or other Bluetooth headphones connected to it so you can actually hear it. Unfortunately, it doesn't play the sound with the internal speakers of the Apple Watch. Now this final app, this is like a bonus app since I added 2 other applications. This will be the 5th app, and this is pay by phone parking. If you live in the Bay Area or any place that has a lot of parking meters, I would highly recommend downloading this application. I already used it a couple times, and it's really awesome because there's a couple of unique Apple Watch innovations that gives you a lot of information right here available on your wrist. So if you launch the Apple Watch, I don't think anything's gonna show because I'm not paying a parking meter currently, but yeah, nothing showed. But what was supposed to show us is the time duration, and also will give us the ability to expand that time if we're going to be parked there for longer than what we originally expected. It sends push notifications to your wrist so you can always monitor your parking meter stats, and you could pay with Apple Pay or any other card that you have on file on your cell phone with the wallet application. So this is a must-have application again if you live in a city where there's a lot of parking meters, because this thing gives you a lot of information right here. And that's gonna be it for this video. That's our list of applications that are worth checking out. To quickly go ahead and find them, they'll be linked in the video description down below. So these applications are literally all a click away. If you have a suggestion for a third-party app that we might have missed, feel free to comment down below so it could be possibly featured on the next video. If you're curious what kind of Apple Watch I'm using, this is a Series 6. In that new blue color option, which I actually went ahead and reviewed in this video over there. And then the video right next to that one, that video is just a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Besides that, thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.